ignition. Four, three, two, one, zero, ignition. Alright, we are back one more time. Here we are in the Swindle Team events versus DrSheep. And we'll just get into that. I don't know if DrSheep is making a room for us or if we are. But yeah, I think double check they're making the room, and we'll get on that. Oh, hey Ketzer. This is Swindle Team Events. This is Season 3. I'm on a team with Dave C. and Jason the Captain Kirk. And the season was Quick Morai. So the captain of the team played the one for the game. This is on the wrong screen again, so we'll just change the capture. Oh. No, it's a Keyforge today. And so now we're in the finals, we're in the playoffs, and in the playoffs we're playing full Moirai, which is you pick 3 decks and you bring, and your opponent chooses all of your deck selection. So in Quick Moirai, you got either adaptive, reversal, or Archon, reversal, or adaptive. But in full Moirai, instead what you get is you play all 3 with their 3 decks. So here we're playing against DrSheep, and I am picking my Dark Tidings, which is called the Crude Soothsayer Judge. Good luck, have fun. Oh, quick turnaround from this for, sorry, mouse feels really low DPI. Is that better? Yeah, it's a bit better. And so here we're playing Archon, so we're going to be playing Archon, and then we're going to be playing a reversal and an adaptive. I've chosen which decks of the 3 that he provided me. I ordered, and he ordered my decks. So I think it should be an interesting game. Oh, when is this? I go first, right? Yeah, we keep. It's a really good hand. We just keep this. I really like this deck. This is a super interesting Dark Tidings deck. It's my favorite. It's one of the first decks I ever opened. When I first got into the game, I bought an AOA and a Dark Tidings 2-player starter set, and it was this deck and an Evil Twin were what's in it. And this is a really cool Dark Tidings combo deck, which I'm a really big fan of. And so we can take, yeah, okay. So I'll put Old Egad, Information Exchange, and we'll take Fertility Chant into hand. And do they have, right, they got nothing really to punish us for our Fertility Chants, and so basically next turn we can go Redacted. Redacted really changes the pace of the game. I think I'm pretty happy to just go to check here, though. So we forge a key, turn 3. And now I play Star Alliance. Play Cheetah. We'll play both Ambervacs. So we attach it first, then we ping. Stun it. Then we'll kill it with Zap. So that was pretty, this is a pretty good set of turns so far. Crazy Killing Machine's pretty interesting. It's actually kind of annoying. So I think we go Logos. We play E-Die on the left. And we want to archive... I think we unironically want to archive our Fuzzy Gruen. Maybe not, though. I think we are maybe archive our information exchange? No, because we need the Fuzzy Gruen. We need, sorry, not the Fuzzy, the Deepwater Gruen. So we'll archive our Deepwater Gruen. Play the Mobius Scroll. Play the EGAT on the left. Play our information exchange. I'm actually going to keep... Do they have any discard? Not really, right? So I'm going to keep this thing in hand because next turn we'll get 4 amber from it. From the Mobius Scroll if we go into Logos. If they allow us to go back into Logos. So it's worth the chain for 4 amber. Yeah. Oh yeah, and then we can through your conjecture 2 more into our archive. So that's going to be a huge burst from this one. Keeping this Knowledge's Power in hand. Yeah, and we don't actually really care about our board. So we're still just going to call Logos. Not going to take our archives. Going to play this action, archive the top 2 cards of our deck. Okay, those are all really good ones. Then we'll use this. Put these away. Play it. Gain amber. Send it back over to them. Groke. So this deck just quite simply does not have enough amber control and cannot handle this deck. Well, that was very quick. That was like a 10-minute game. So, I mean, this is my Archon. This is an Archon solo level deck. It's this whole Archon solo level Dark Tidings deck. So, kind of surprised they gave me this as my. I would have thought they would have given my AOA as the adaptive, but so then we do. They've already got a reversal game set up. And here we're picking Samir. So this, I thought this was going to be a long match, but might be fairly short. Yeah, big splash indeed. Dark Tidings showing its mettle. So now this is our MM. This is our MM, Mechanical Smear the Gate. Also a very, very good deck. Very interesting. I think Indigo should have enough C. It should have enough C to handle their board. I think we mulligan. Then we're going first, right? So I think we just go Untamed. We'll play the Bramblelinks. And we'll end turn. That was a bad play. I just realized I completely blanked that I was going first because I had a 6-card hand. Oh god. Library card really is really big. No R here, so we just gonna have to play through it. And Samir is a very, very grindy deck. So now we play Scooch on the right. We'll exalt the Shrix. We'll scoot him the Shrix. That's a pretty interesting disroll there. So here we definitely go dis. We'll Ortanu's Binding. We'll play a Rot Grub. We'll play Ortanu. Wait, what is Ortanu? It's a Reap, right? We will play the Middlesex Exploit for nothing, but we will play the Not Finished with You. No. I think we want to see other things. 3 Fates there is really good though. I think it might be worth... Yeah, I think it probably was worth going into... Saurian to Reap. Yeah, that's interesting. They know this deck. DrSheep's gonna know this deck really well, so obviously the Rock Grubs are important, or he wouldn't be doing that. Library card next turn, Oh, here we'll just cycle. Oh. No. We'll live with it. Oh, that animal selection being hit is actually pretty big. Reckless Wither was really good. Well, here we just go Dis. Do I want Ortana's Binding? I mean, Strix is coming into my hand. I think no. What we do is we play the 3 Fates, choose 3 creatures. It's a really good Fates. We return Rock Rub. That was really good timing on 3 Fates there. But Samir should be able to stop us this turn. They shouldn't be able to, we probably won't whatchamacallit, forge this key, if I had to guess. Well, maybe if they're... Maybe then. Oh, Snarrat, yeah. Well, we shall go Saurian. Take it into the hand this time. We library a Polyosaurus. We Theros Centurion. Centurion Stenopius. I may Exalt. I will choose... So Exalting Centurion Stenopius says Cinder can't fight it. So I think we will Exalt. Kind of seems like a weird choice, IMO, but I think it's probably worth it. I'm not gonna Exalt Strix there. Okay, library card. BDQ is coming out. The nice thing is that there's no R in this deck, so they can really just I was gonna say there's no R in this deck, so they really could handcraft to get why did I lose an name? Snarrat. Man, I keep forgetting about Snarrat. So here we go, Untamed. So I could do that too, but I think we go Untamed here. You only have 1 creature in the grave, so Lodon is not popping off. That's genuinely bad luck right there. They have an even 3/3/3 left split left in the hand. They didn't draw a single Logos card off of this one. They should have a big Dis or Shadows turn though. Kind of. I guess they only drew 2 extra cards, maybe not. But well, what's more Amber? But we can actually kill Snarrat. So we'll go untamed. Play Musik Murumuk. Why did Snarette not die? Lucky dice. Okay, okay. Reading. This is still the play I want to make. And we will stun Cinder, play the low dawn, play this, and pass it on over. That's so good. Snarette will probably action. That's really good. That's a good play. Oh, good. So what are they purging? Or Tanu's binding and Imperial Scutum. Seem like good purges to me. Play your reminder, get back shadows. Oof, yeah, okay. That was Rizzo, Subtle Auto. Well, so we could 1, 2. So I think we just go. We go Saurian, and we can. I think we can reap. We say Labria Polyosaurus, reap. Play this action. Deal 3 damage. So here we kill Munchling. We'll exalt the Shrix. Kill that. Play this. The Grim Reminder, so now we do that. And I think we just say done. Because they can bow nothing us for 1. They can capture. One of the captures is gone. They can Waking Nightmare us. That'll be relevant. So we'll do this again, and we'll hit their Infernus. So we're in check. Yeah, there's a bonus thing, there's a bait and switch. Discard so salt. Oh no. My bones. So here we'll do, running this is if you forge a key this turn, take control of an enemy flank creature. So here we, okay, so let's look at this. So we can reap. Strix will take 4 damage, go to 3, go to 1 health. I don't think that's worth it. So I think we do go Dis. I think we Festering Touch these two. Do it here. Scooch on the left. Play not finished with you, and I think we do, what's in our draw? Do we want Stenopius? I think we want Stenopius. And then no matter what happens, Tribute's pretty cool actually. Tribute's actually really good synergy here. Okay, there's Snarat. Inject Serum. Yeah. I wish the Lake Thief was something else. They won't reshuffle, right? Crazy board. They don't reshuffle though, so we will call Dis. And we'll play Infernus. And we'll get rid of their Shadow of Dis and their Neurosiphon. Probably worth it to do that. And here we reap. 2 splash. So here we reap. That's still 2 damage to a friendly creature. Put it there. We have Tribute for next turn. Remember, we've got tribute for next turn. We'll just capture it all onto Shrix. I think Samir might win this. I think they'll just grind us out. So what do we do here? No, we don't. I think we go dis again. We go dis and we get to check. And we kill their Snarrat. So we go dis. We reap to archive. We reap. We reap. We'll deal 2 damage here. We can do this again. And we say, your turn, your go. Take us off check. So they may as well almost. Discarding Gamgee. Discarding Gamgee is pretty interesting. Using Library Polyosaurus. Yep. And so here we go. Saurian. Say no. We'll play our Mammoth. So it's the most powerful friendly creature, captures 2 Exalta creatures, repeat the preceding effect. We can do it, we can reap. There we go. So that's a quick 2-0, I think. Hopefully Dave can pull through. Oh, that was really good. That was a good set of games. This deck's really fun. I really like this deck. This is Indigo. This is Indigo Shucks. This is really good. This is kind of bring the. I'll go over the decks after we close out these games. Yeah, DrSheep's decks all had Ortana in them. So I was this is a really hard format. Yeah, thank you as well, DrSheep. I really appreciate it. So yeah, so very good. We won 2-0. But I will bring up DrSheep's decks here. And then I will also bring up my own decks. So those are single team events. I'm on a team with, like I said, Jason the Captain Kirk and Dave C. And we played Quick Morai, which is a best of 1 format. This is the finals. The playoffs are a best of 3 Morai between each of the members. And thank you, Ketzer. So these are my 3 decks. So it's in the order we played them. So my deck this is my Dark Tidings deck. Cruz Soothsayer Judge, love the name. Really fun deck. As you saw, Ketzer really kind of popped off that game with huge rush. They didn't have a ton of amber control and won the game in, I think, 5 turns. So I'm surprised they gave me this. I would have thought, so this is my first deck. This is the second deck this is a deck DrSheep chose to play in reversal. So for me to play in reversal, so I gave DrSheep this deck. This deck is also really fun. Really enjoy this deck. And then this is the third deck, which is Vervet, the Sorcerer Librarian. Also a really good name. I got this one from DrSheep, actually. I purchased this deck off of DrSheep because I was looking for a Gang or Not combo. And so I purchased this one along with a cool Dark Tidings and a deck that had my name in it. Counselor Murphy is the name of it. So I purchased this one off of DrSheep. It's quite a fun AOA. It's a 69 SAS AOA, and it yeah, the DT deck is really nice. It is absolutely a blast to play. It's definitely my most like cerebral deck. It's got a really cool combo where you can. It has United. I'll go over it again. So it's got stuff like it's got United Action. So it's got 2 Ley Lands, which is really important because it also has a Book of the Queue. And then after that, it has a United Action in Star Alliance with a Capture Pip, which is sometimes relevant. And then as well as 2 Zaps. Then it's got Data Forge, which it can get off Data Forge if the cards are played right. You know, probably gets it off 1 in 3 games. Knowledge is Power is really good. It's got a Submersive Principle, which usually gets tucked away by the E-Die or something similar. The Isotropic Core. The main thing is that you want 3 artifacts in it, because it's got 4. It's got a Fangtooth Cavern, Mobius Scroll, Isotropic Core, and Book of the Queue. And so the 4 artifacts, one of their biggest reasons for being there is to turn on United Action. So having the 2 Logos and Untamed artifacts out is actually really important, typically. Especially against board decks, and so you can get really massive hands and turns, and then you can get stuff like you can Deepwater Ruin, you can there's ways to pop the Key Frog and stuff like Infighting as well as Zap. So it's got a ton of ways to do that, and or Fangtooth Cavern even can pop it. Really nice Dark Tidings deck, and can certainly pull its weight in an Archon. In an Archon setting. Samir again, really fun. And then Vervet. Vervet has obviously Gang or Not. It's got a Legacy Shadow Self. It's got a really high C at 18 because it's got 3 unlocked gateways. It's also got an Ancient Yerk for a little bit of efficiency. 2 Binding Irons, which makes it a pretty interesting adaptive deck. It's got a Grok. Doesn't have Download Command, which sucks, but it's quite. It also has a TMTP, Too Much to Protect. That yeah, Shadow Self is fantastic. And so that's all. I think that's a pretty nice shadows, pretty even across the board. But the Brobnar is really the big hit in this deck. You want to be going into Brobnar a lot. With the other ones, you want to build your Brobnar board, keep your Brobnar board, and unlock Gateway and Emergencies. Which does diminish the 18, because it does obviously, but you know, if you're against a Saurian board or something, then you take that. So, no, this is very good. And it's got stuff like, you know, the Life for Our Lives do a lot of work. Sucker Punch can do work. Whistling Darts does work. So, it's a very good deck. So this is what we would have played in Adaptive, and this is DrSheep's desk. So for the Archon one, which is going against my DT, which I thought this would be going against my my Vervet, to be honest, but maybe it was the wrong choice. But they've got 3 pretty interesting decks, and so also in this tournament, it was set restricted, so you had to have 3 decks each from a different set. So mine are DT, MM, and AOA. There's our AOA, Worlds Collide, and MM. So not a lot of people like DT, so didn't see necessarily a lot of it. So this one they played in Archon. And obviously you saw the Dark Tidings kind of crush it. They don't have a lot of Amber control. So not much you can do when it just pops off like that. They do have artifact control, which is pretty interesting, but against my DT doesn't stand a chance. None of these do. To be honest, none of these decks stand a chance against my DT. But after that, well, I mean, like, you know, maybe Indigo, the one I played, does, but then the DT just, it rushes, but it combos. So, it's not just trying to get Ember all the time, it's doing a lot of things while scanning enough Amber to get to 2 or 1, to get at least 1 key, maybe 2 keys, and then it can, you know, pretty consistently get 2 keys in a turn. So you're sort of just like stalling the game and letting the game run until you are set up. And it's got lots of ways to get there. And then this is the one we played for Reversal, so this is the one I wanted to play. They played Samir. I figured they would pick Samir for Reversal. So they picked. That's when our teams faced each other earlier in the round robins. They weren't round robins, but in the Swiss. DrSheep picked this. Figured they'd pick it again. Again, just a good deck. The Dark Tidings deck is pretty hard to pilot. Can be hard to pilot if you're not familiar with it, because, like I said, it is combo. And the combo can be very easily messed up sometimes, so understandable. And they picked Samir, which is again really fun, really good deck. They almost beat this one with it, but they had bad draws. Their library card turn was not very beneficial for them, which usually Samir tries to get as much value out of as it can, because it has speed, but it sort of lacks a little bit of Amber generation, and so it really does like to get a big library card turn, get a big board pressure from either shadows or discs, and get a lot of those actions out. So the library card turn there really suck for them. I know they draw no logos cards, and then they also sort of drew a lot of 2/2/2s and 3/2/1s the whole game. So that's just unfortunate. Bad draws. Samir almost took it home. Very close to taking it home, but the Strixes was allowed to stay on the board for a long time. Not to any fault of Cheaps, of course, just the way how it all worked out. And then the tribute at the end was... I mean, we were holding the tribute for a while. The 3 Fates turn, where I took out Subtle Auto, Reckless Rizzo, and Smiling Ruth, was pretty brutal. So, overall, just pretty brutal into a 2-0. And this was the deck we were gonna fight it. We were gonna fight over Vervet and Cilia. I think that would have been pretty interesting. I think Cilia is favored. And DrSheep, the theme of DrSheep's decks were that every single one has Ortanu, the Chained, in the deck. One of which is a Legacy, which I think is really cool. That's so cool. But this would have been a really good deck, so... But this is the kind of deck where... I don't think they have a Ludo. No, so this is the kind of deck where we could drop... They do have a piece of cord, which sucks. But... and the 2 Infernuses, oh yeah. So, probably this deck is... Dexus. It's interesting. But yeah, I think this is definitely a deck where you want to, we'd be dropping those unlock gateways relatively frequently. Obviously, if they got Captain Valjerico and if they got some transporter platform shenanigans going off, Vervet doesn't have any Amber control. So, don't know how Vervet would have actually done, but luckily we don't have to find out because we won the first 2. So hopefully that's a pretty good overview there of the decks in the game. And hopefully the games were enjoyable, and thank you so much for coming out and watching. And thank you, Ketzer. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate the chatting as well as the watching. And like I said, all really nice to have DT do well and do die trading things. Favorite set. So that'll be it for me. Everyone have a good night, and I will see all of you later. See you, everyone.